and welcome back to the Quarry Gardener. And I hope you've had a very Merry Christmas. And if you're anything like me, you'll be very keen to get back into the garden. It's rained here for over a week, so the ground's incredibly muddy. It's incredibly damp everywhere. But the sun is shining today for the first time in a good week or so I'm really keen to get out here and start something new. And I've got a project in mind, which is to relocate some Mophead Hydrangeas. Wouldn't necessarily recommend you relocate plants, dig them up and transplant them this time of year, but I'm going to take the risk. It's incredibly mild, as I've said, 14 degrees. Fingers crossed they'll survive, but I'm going to give it a go. I'm going to move them from an area next to me by the steps here, and I'm going to move them down to the base of the quarry. I'm going to redevelop this area here and also start working on this new area down in the base of the quarry. So what I'll do is I'll show you where I'm going to start, and then I'll take you down and I'll show you what I'm going to do down in the quarry. Hope you enjoy. Apologies in advance for the wind today. I hope it doesn't affect the sound too much. But just to give you a bit background, this used to be a grassy verge all the way down to the base of the quarry, and we put the steps in about 15 months ago now. Must have been around about just before the first lockdown. And what we intend to do is create two borders either side. Now you can see I've started that by planting some grasses. These are all grasses that have self-seeded in the garden, so it didn't cost anything. So for now, because it was such a large space, I thought I'd make use of them. But on this side here, I did plant some hydrangeas originally. And these are the hydrangeas that I'm going to move. So if I can just tiptoe in amongst all of the spring bulbs, which you can see coming through in the ground. Daffodils, snowdrops, quite a few different kinds of bulbs coming through. I'll tiptoe through. These hydrangeas that I've already cut back, I mentioned earlier, are black stemmed hydrangeas. And I'll go through, you can just see, if I can point it out, these are the black stems here. It's a lovely feature of these hydrangeas. But I've cut them back, as you can see, there's three of them. Here, 1, 2 and one just right in front of me here, the third one there. Cut them right back from being large shrubs, so obviously I'll lose there's a cat running through the quarry there. I lose all of the flowers for next year, but this should establish some new growth. So these are the hydrangeas. I'm going to move them. It's too dry here for them. They flowered very well if I watered them every day, but that's not something that I want to do. So I'm going to move them to an area where it receives more moisture, down at the base of one of the quarry sides. And this side here, I'm going to cut back this very large laurel shrub. Again, try and create a hedge to match the other side. And I'm going to have two borders either side of the steps, which with similar plants. I don't quite know what yet. That's still under investigation and on the planning stage. But for now, I'll dig out these hydrangeas and move them down into the base of the quarry. Right, I'm going to start digging out these hydrangeas. Hopefully I'll try and get some soil, a good root ball with them. Not quite sure if that'll happen, but we'll give it a go. I'm tiptoeing around all of the spring bulbs. I seem to be taking quite a few spring bulbs with me, but that's fine. That's not a problem. I am going to end up standing on quite a few, but that can't be helped. Okay, there's the first one out. So as you can see, I've brought with it quite a lot of bulbs. Not to worry, I'll replant those as soon as I can. There's quite more in there. So moving on now to the one behind me. We'll give this one a go. Trying to leave a decent root ball as I can, but there's a lot of stone under here as well, so we'll see how it goes with this one. This one seems not too bad. Again, I'm going to dig those out. just put them to one side. Lovely bunch of snowdrops. Whoa. As you can tell, working on a slope's not easy. It's incredible how much new growth it's got on this. Try not to go that side because there's a whole row of snowdrops. I'll stick to this area where there's less. Oh, stone there. I'll go back to this side. Tease it out as best I can. I'm afraid the snowdrops are going to suffer here. Can't save all of it. Oh, that's it. Right, that's it out. I'll go and get some bags now to put them in, and then we'll move them down the quarry. Okay, we're down here in the new area that we are starting to develop, and the first plants to go in are these 3 hydrangeas. So I've got some Hydrangeas compost, which I've already put some in the bottom, around, and this is the first one to go in. And I've pre-dug the holes because I didn't know what the soil was going to be like. It's lovely and moist. Water comes down, so it should actually give them good conditions to grow. And I'll just fill the holes in. Take out any bad weeds. Surprisingly, I'm always saying how bad the soil is, it's actually quite good. There's a lot of leaf mould in here as well, but I don't mind that too much. Leaf mould's good. And our soil here is pretty acidic, so because of that, a bit broken off, we should get the blue flowers. If it's not, if it's borderline between acidic and alkaline, we will obviously get the pink flowers. I'm not going to bother trying to change the flower, which some people prefer to do. I will just live with what I've got, and I'll be happy with it. Apologies for any noises you can hear in the background. There's a shoot going on somewhere today. Right, that's the first one in. Just tap it down very gently with my big boot. As I say, I'll give it a water when I've finished. But basically, that's it. So I'll do the same with the other 2. Again, a little bit of Hydrangeas compost. And in it goes. Oh, I need to cut that bit off at the end, but not to worry. Backfill in. I'll just break up any soil that's compacted. Take out any big weeds out of there. There's odd bits of clay, but it's not too bad actually. It's not too bad at all. I've seen worse in the quarry. Not quite sure whether I'll have any problems with deer. May have to net them till they get established. Never quite know with deer. All depends what kind of harsh winter we have, whether they come down and try to nibble the buds. Anyhow, last one. Again, a little bit ericaceous. This one here has quite a few snowdrops, so I've just left them and we'll see how they fare. I haven't weeded this area in any great detail. Any large sort of weeds I've taken out, but on the whole, it's a woodland area and I'm not too concerned about the weeds. Again, just tap it down gently with your foot, just to settle it in. And that is basically it. 3 hydrangeas. We'll see how they fare over the winter. So, last job of today is to clean up the path. One side the logs are quite good, on my right they've disappeared, so they need replacing. But that's a job for another day. For now, I'm just going to clean the path and tidy the place up. Okay, it's getting dark now, so this is the path cleaned up. The path logs on the left are in good condition, but the path logs on the right have more or less disappeared, so I need to replace those to redefine the path. That's a job for another day. It's getting too dark to do anything more, but I'll take you up to show you the hydrangeas. And the variety that I've moved today, 2 of them are part of what they call the Black Steel series, which are black-stemmed Mophead Hydrangeas. So the ones on my right here, which is this one here, with the black stems, and also the one at the back. Don't know which one of the Black Steel series they are because I have lost the labels in the midst of time. But at least if you wanted black-stemmed hydrangeas, that's what to look for, Black Steel series. This one here is a basic blue Mophead. Not quite sure, I've had that one for 20 years. So I'm not quite sure what that one is. Hopefully they'll survive. It's nice and moist here at the base of the bank side. Should get plenty of moisture, which they love. They're used to being in a very shady area, which this will be in the summer, but that's where they've come from, so they're used to that. But we'll see. It's a bit of a risk, but it's what gardening's all about. Give it a go, you never know. So anyhow, that's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.